For nearly a century, Janesville was synonymous with General Motors. It was the town's identity.
Well, today Janesville debuted its exhibit on the town's deep roots. And as our Andrew Banstra reports, stories and emotions took over the day.
Accompanied by the 10 millionth GM car ever built, which was built in Janesville, the town's deep vehicle production roots were on center stage. Exhibits told the story of Janesville's GM plant, decade by decade. Jerry Kinderman owns the last car ever built at the Janesville GM plant, but his connection runs much deeper than that.
Well, I worked there for 37 years.
Opened in 1919, it was the oldest operating GM plant when it closed. While in operation, the plant made millions of cars, survived the Great Depression, and made military shells during World War II. For Bob Evert, he has the blood, sweat, tears, and cars to carry on the Janesville GM plant legacy.
Not only do I have this car here today, but Janesville also built GM trucks. And I've got a 1951 all-original Chevy pickup there, and that's as old as I am.
For nearly a century, General Motors was Janesville. At peak production, they were making more than 250,000 cars every single year. With all that history comes a lot of emotion.
Bob also spent many decades working at the plant, as did his grandfather. After the plant's closing, Bob carried on his grandfather's legacy by running car shows from cars made in Janesville.
And I said I would do that for my grandfather. And I'm proud to be here today, and I'm happy today. I'm not going to cry today like I did back in 2008.
Celebration was abundant as hundreds flocked to share stories of their days at the GM plant. Bob's grandfather's working days included one of the most important worker strikes of its time.
Today's a happy day. You know, we're celebrating our memories. My grandfather was a sit-down striker. He actually helped build the plant, and he was one of the sit-down strikers, so there's a lot of history in my family, and I'm proud to carry that legacy on.
The Janesville GM plant was much more than a job for Bob. It's his legacy.
Chevy runs deep. There's that commercial. In my family, it does.
Bob, Jerry, and so many more shared their legacies, reliving their version of the American dream.
And that exhibit will run through September of 2023, with more installments coming in the months to follow.